Hi, Rupert. Thank you for your teaching. I really enjoy them. I wanted to come back to some lady a few days ago talked about the awareness. It's hard to not to imagine that the awareness is in the head. And although I don't feel it to be in the head, I feel it more as a space. But there's still this doubt that it's located in the head. It's a small doubt. Yeah. And my rationale is when you were speaking to this woman, I was like thinking to myself, if I cut my nail, I'm still aware. If I cut my hand, my arm, I'm still aware. But if I take a sword and sever my head, then where's the awareness? I know I can't experience this myself, but I'm pretty sure that I won't be here to know awareness. And there's another question attached to this is when I do the inquiry, when I ask myself, or when you ask the question, am I aware? Obviously I am, there's no doubt about this. But I'm also questioning, there's no doubt because I understand your question. If I take away all the senses one by one, till there is no senses, no thoughts, no nothing, then I'm not sure that I'll be aware. I've probably not experienced this, and I'm wondering, is that what's called nirvikalpa samadhi or something like that?
Yes, nirvikalpa samadhi is awareness's knowledge of itself in the absence of objects. But just going back to the first part of your question about cutting your head off and awareness coming abruptly to an end. Imagine that you dream that you are in a room somewhere, you're having a conversation, and just through the strange turn of events in the dream, you end up having your head cut off. And the moment your head is cut off, you wake up. So where did the awareness inside the dreamed character's head go when his head was cut off? The dreamed character was aware of his experience in the room, yes. When he closed his eyes, his awareness of the room disappeared. When he opened his eyes, the room reappeared again, and therefore the dreamed character presumed that the awareness with which he was aware of the room was located just behind his eyes, in his head or in his brain. That's why most people consider their awareness is in their brain, for exactly this reason. So the dreamed character feels that his awareness is in his brain. Like you, he reasons, if I cut my nails, my awareness doesn't disappear. If I cut off my hand, my awareness doesn't disappear. But if I cut off my head, or if my head is cut off, awareness does come abruptly to an end. It's true that when you cut your nails in the dream, you don't wake up. When you cut off your hand in the dream, you don't wake up. But when your head is cut off in the dream, you do wake up. Now, what happened to the awareness that seemed to be located in the dreamed character's brain? Where did it go? Did it come to an end?
It went nowhere.
It went nowhere. because it was not located in the time and space that seemed to be real from the perspective of the dreamed character. Now, it's exactly the same in the waking state. When we close our eyes, our awareness of the world disappears. When we open our eyes, our awareness of the world appears. And we therefore reason from this that whatever it is that is perceiving the world must live just behind our eyes, located in the brain. So in other words, we believe and feel that awareness is located in time and space, at a particular point, at a particular time, in this vast world all around it. That awareness is this fleeting, fragile phenomenon located somewhere in the brain. But in exactly the same way, just as the dreamed character thinks the same, but in exactly the same way that the awareness with which the dreamed character is aware of the dreamed world is not located anywhere in the dreamed world, or in the time that seems to be real from the perspective of the dreamed character. Likewise, the awareness with which each of us is currently aware of our experience is not located anywhere in the time and space that seem to be real from the perspective of our finite minds. And this morning's meditation was an attempt to demonstrate that, not in a rational way, but in an experiential way. In other words, it was an attempt to show that what I've just suggested, that is, that the awareness with which each of us is aware of our experience is not located in time and space, is not just a highfalutin metaphysical idea. It is actually consistent with the facts of our experience. That's what I was trying to demonstrate this morning.